welcome to the Late Night Snacking Podcast.
We're your hosts, Devin and Anita, and this is our weekly podcast where we grab a blanket and some snacks and talk about all things relationships, growing pains, and navigating through, honestly, life itself.
We hope our experiences encourage others to grow to become the best versions of themselves, and for their relationships. Grab a snack and let's go! What is up, snackers?
What's going on, everybody? And welcome to the Late Night Snacking Podcast.
Welcome back to the pod.
The most honest podcast, the most open podcast, and the most wholesome podcast in the world.
Woo! Welcome back to the pod, y'all. Welcome back for another Wednesday. It's good to be back, I must say.
Yeah, we just had Don Pedro's. So
yes. So sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
This is definitely a more chillax episode. We don't even have snacks because we literally just ate. If you see any sort of like me fidgeting or anything, yep, there you have it.
Kind of does what he wants.
We thought today might be a good idea to like let him hang out while we pod instead of sitting in his pen. But I'm quickly seeing that was a mistake.
Failed attempt.
Yeah, he was literally just sitting here. Now he's no longer sitting here. So just if you see me fidgeting a little bit, moving around, it's so we can get him right. But okay. So welcome back to the pod. First things first, if you have not tuned in to the dinner time chat,
go do that.
We just posted that this past Sunday. So make sure you tune in and go listen to that. Y'all requested that we share our first when we first met story, how we ended up together story.
Because I know a lot of my people are like, where'd she even
Where did you find this girl?
Like, we know nothing about her. So.
So yes, so if you're wondering how that all went down, we gave y'all all the deets, we spilled the tea, and all that good stuff. So go tap into that.
Yeah, go tap in.
Yeah.
If you haven't already.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So yes, unfortunately, no snack today. We also do not have an Unpack the Snack because we have a part 2 episode today. We are turning the tables, and Devin is interviewing me this week. I am not going to lie, y'all. I am scared.
It's lit. It's up.
The nerves are here and present. I'm a little nervous. I don't even know if his questions are anywhere near formatted to how mine were. I have no idea how this is going to go. So I'm just here for the vibes. So yes, no Unpack the Snack. That way we have time to give time to the interview.
Yeah.
Any updates on anything that's been going on before we hop into le topic? I cannot believe that he's just
strutting around.
His claws don't make noise.
Hey,
what is wrong with you?
Can you go have a seat, sir? Go sit.
Yeah,
go sit.
He's got a mind of his own.
He's not listening.
He's not. I don't know if I have any.
He got the brandy right now. I don't know what he got going on.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any updates or anything to share. Nothing really new has been going on. Literally just what we've been doing for the past 6 months. Wedding planning.
Yep.
And dog. That's really it. Nothing exciting. But okay. I did feel like I had something else to say, and now it is slipping my mind.
Okay, let's get into these questions.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Come on. Come sit. Watch your mama get grilled. Come on. Come sit. All right.
All right. So I'm sitting here with
Eneida Rivera.
Eneida Rivera. Okay, before we get into this interview, is there anything you would like to say? Anybody you want to shout out?
Mom and dad.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Turn up.
Turn up. I'm really nervous.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, let's get into the interview.
All right. So the first question is, who was your role model growing up?
Oh, wow.
Or role models?
I mean, I'd probably say my mom and dad, and Chris. I truly think that I'm like as nice of a person that I am because of Chris. If y'all know Chris, like he's literally the person who just like sees the good in the world and like wants to see the good in everybody. So I feel like I always wanted to be like that because I just thought that was just a pure perspective on life. So he's definitely one of my role models. I don't know. I guess I could say CJ too. Like my brothers, like I really look up to them and like the people that they are and how they treat me. And, you know, I think they're good people. So them, and I just thought CJ was like cool and like I wanted to be like him and stuff like that.
Not you want to be like CJ.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's probably going to call me right now.
Probably.
From listening to this. But yeah, and then mom and dad. But I've always said in separate episodes that I always looked up to their relationship in a sense, just like how they are always like a very together couple and stuff like that. Like that was always modeled for me, and they're both hard workers and like, you know, also good people. So yeah, I would say my family mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fam.
Shout out to the Rivera fam.
All right. Do you feel like you're prepared to be a wife?
Ooh, wow.
Going all the way.
So in my opinion, for what I feel like a wife entails, yes, but I feel like there are things that we haven't experienced yet as a couple, that maybe by default I'm not ready for because we haven't experienced it yet. Like
what?
Like a loss together, or like a serious immediate family loss, or like children, and like there's different things that like in my opinion make a wife, and like how do I say this, like when you're growing up you mature into the person you are because of life experiences, and I feel
agree.
like a wife and a husband is almost the same thing. Like yes, I can say I'm going to be a good wife, but how do I really know until I'm in there going through things with you?
Yeah.
Being the neck, being the rock. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm emotionally capable of those things. We haven't been through those things yet, so I can't really say. But I feel in my heart that I am ready for that role.
Okay.
So.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Listen at you.
Can I spin it on you?
Nah. We've already had the Devin Wansley interview. They don't want to see that anymore.
Oh my gosh.
They don't want to see that anymore. Okay. Do I make you feel secure and or safe?
We had this conversation.
I don't remember.
Maybe the other day.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, you do. In a lot of ways, actually, not just like macho man way, because I feel like there's a difference between like physically feeling secure and like emotionally feeling secure, and I think they're both as important, but I could argue that feeling emotionally secure is more important. Yeah. Because that's really why people step out on relationships, or people go finding that somewhere else because it's so important. So I would say both. I think physically, just from like just from like how we are in public and things, or if somebody like gets too close, or if somebody starts talking to me that like I don't know or you don't know and like catches me off guard or something, like I've seen you step in and be like, what is this type thing. So like I feel physically safe around you. Like I know you wouldn't let anybody bother me or like touch me or whatever the case may be. So physically I feel secure, but emotionally I feel really secure. I think a lot of that has to do with like what we've built over time. Because just a piece of advice, y'all, like that's not something that's just gonna come like off the cuff. You know what I mean? Like that's
absolutely.
something that I feel like we've built over time, like because it's trust essentially.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't ever have to worry when you're out doing things with other people and stuff like that. But that's just because of sorry y'all, he's like chewing on his thing, like started gagging. But just conversations that we've had, situations that we've been through, like I don't know, I feel like time and time again I've never had to question whether like you love me or you're really in this or whatever the case may be. Like, and that's just from like simple words of affirmation, or if I ask you about things, like you're truthful and you don't lie and like you're not deceitful and stuff like that. But neither of us are towards each other. So I feel like it's
it balances out.
It balances, yeah. And I feel like it does take two of us to create that type of security. Like it's not just you affirming me all the time. Like it's me also giving you the same energy back to where overall it's just a secure situation. So I would say yes. I think you make me feel secure and safe in a lot of ways.
Wow, I'm glad to hear that. No.
Phew. Okay.
Okay, so what are some traits of ours you hope our kids get, and why?
Ooh.
Like are there certain like personality traits that I have or you have that you want our kids to have?
Oh my God, y'all. This is why we don't have the dog out. Hendrix, please stop.
It's that blanket. He's chewing the arm.
Literally
like
gagging. Sorry, y'all.
He doesn't have any toys left.
He's chewed up all the toys. He's taking the squeakers and the cotton out of toys. He's literally gagging, like, as we speak. I cannot. Okay.
Go get some water or something.
For real.
Like, you know how to fix this.
Oh, my God. Sorry, y'all. This is not the plan that I have for the show, but here we are. Okay, there's a few things. One, I hope they have your sense of self in, and what I mean by that is just like you don't care about what anybody thinks about you. Like you very much like walk to the beat of your own drum. Like it's not easy to skew you into things and convince you to do things because you're very sure about your way and sure of yourself.
Yeah.
So like I hope they get that. Cause me, I'm gullible as shit. Like I hope they don't get that because you can talk me into whatever. I'll probably go along with it. So I hope they get that from you. From me, oh my God, I hope they get organization and cleaning and just like not too much type A, but enough type A to just be organized and not too much go with the flow. Because that would just give me anxiety if they are also like that in addition to you. Because then it's just me having to hold down the fort in terms of organization of the household. And I can't. I need somebody on my side. So I hope they get that. I hope they get our sense of like style. A little bit you more than me. But I mean, I be getting cute sometimes. But
you be dressing?
I be dressing, you know what I'm saying?
Ranch. Not joking.
Chill. But in terms of like just wanting to look like a decent human walking outside of the house, like I hope they get that and that they don't want to just like be bummy all the time and like like I hope they like want to, because I feel like you and me putting on certain fits and stuff like makes us feel good. Like it's a way of expressing ourselves to like wear something nice or wear something cute. So I hope they get that sort of like fashion sense too. I just hope they're cool and like funny. I hope they're funny. Like, I really hope they're not like dry.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you and me are just very like goofy and like we like to laugh and like joke and stuff like that. So, I don't know. That'd just be funny if they also had like our sense of humor.
If we just spit out some children that act exactly like us, that'd be crazy.
I would love that. I think we're cool as shit. Like, I think we'd have cool kids. So, yeah, those are just some of the things. There's a ton more, but yeah, I would say those are like the main ones.
Okay.
So, crossing fingers. Hopefully they're cool.
All right, got a little hot seat question.
Okay, let me get prepared.
What are some traits, if any,
Oh, God,
you think you could improve in as a partner?
Ooh, okay. That I can improve in
Or
as a partner.
improve at, excuse me. And this is totally just like what you think.
Okay. And
Got him.
no, this doesn't look good on me because it looks like I feel like I have nothing to change, but that's not true.
Yeah.
It just is taking me a minute to like really
Oh yeah, sure.
give you a solid answer. This is a hard question. Can we circle back to this one?
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Okay. That looks really bad.
All right, now.
No, I know there are things. It's just that's a hard question to think about on the spot.
Okay.
This dog.
Well, we'll come back to this one.
I'm doing so bad already.
Are you happy in our relationship? Like, are you genuinely happy?
I am, actually. And like I knew this myself, but I could really tell that other people thought so too, because like when we first started dating and like through our first year and stuff like that, I noticed that was the compliment I was getting the most. Like it wasn't like, oh, y'all are so cute together, or yada yada yada. It was like, you look so happy. Like that is what I would get all the time, like just from us posting pictures, from us doing things together. Like I'm laughing all the time, I'm smiling all the time. Like everybody would say that, like, oh my God, you look so happy. And I feel like if other people can see it like radiating off of me, then like it's true. Like I genuinely am. And like it's not to say that like other relationships and other things didn't make me happy, but like I can easily say that like this is the happiest that I've ever been. But it's because like I feel like I'm with somebody that like gets me and like understands me and like accepts me fully for like who I am and stuff like that, which is hard to come by. Like it's hard. So yeah, I mean, obviously like we're getting married and stuff like that. Like I'm just happy. Like this is like this whole season of me and you has been a good season, but like especially this season right now, like planning to go into another chapter and stuff like that is like just I'm just happy. Like there's nothing to complain about, truly. So
okay,
yeah,
give us some good answers.
love ya. Also, Hendrix keeps asking to go out, and I just do not have the energy to entertain him.
I heard you
right
ringing
now.
the bell.
Come sit, because you don't have to go, and I know you don't. Come on. Good boy.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Oh, good.
What motivates you the most, or what motivates you these days?
It's funny. I just answered this for an interview the other day, but it's definitely more prevalent now, with like my transition at work and like this transition in life and like podcasting and stuff like that. But it hasn't always been this, but genuinely right now it's feeling valuable with what I'm putting out there. Like that's what makes me feel motivated, is feeling like I have some sort of worth in whatever I'm a part of. So like extra prevalent at work because I was promoted, but I was promoted to kind of like a junior position, and they have me in kind of like a middle ground where I'm like kind of training to go into like the real thing, but it's like not set in stone. And like the junior position that I have right now, like I just feel like I'm not contributing anything valuable to the team and not being able to like show my skill set. So now that they're like training me a little bit, I feel like I'm actually able to like help and like actually display talent on my team. And I feel the same way in like our relationship and like putting out content with the podcast and stuff like that. Like I just want to feel like whatever I'm putting out there in the world is like valuable to somebody. Like I don't even care if it's just one person. Like if it's only one of you watching this that feels like you could take something away, like to me that motivates me. Like I'll do it for you. Like you're that one person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know that like kind of earlier how you asked like if I'm ready to be a wife and stuff like that. Like I take a lot of value in that because I want to feel like I have value in this relationship and as a fiance and as a wife and eventually as a mother and stuff like that. Like that's very important to me, to feel like I'm making some sort of impact and there's somebody that's benefiting. Yeah. And like sees some sort of, appreciating me and like seeing some sort of value in what I have to bring. So yeah, I would say that.
Do you think, and this is like a sidebar question from that, but do you feel like that defines you?
As in the value that other people put on me?
Like, is that one of your, like, is that like one of your biggest goals?
Is for other people to value me?
To hold high value, like in general.
I think yes and no. Like, it's because I feel like I have a lot to give, I guess you could say. Like, I feel like I have a lot of value to bring to situations. So I guess when other people don't feel that way, I wouldn't say that it like defines me, but it does put a little bit of a dent on me because I feel like I have so much value to bring into places. So I don't know. I shouldn't care so much about that, but I do. I don't know. I feel like it's part of my, this is such a horrible word to throw around, but like I feel like that is part of my purpose, is to like have some sort of platform or something that I'm putting out there that people can benefit from and take value from. So I don't know, maybe it's because I see it on such a broader scale that maybe I do feel like it does define me a little bit, because I feel like it's part of my purpose in a way. So but I shouldn't let it define me to the point where I'm like letting it hurt me in ways when other people disagree with the value that I have to bring to situations, because that's putting too much power in other people's hands and other people's opinions.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as long as you seek value in yourself and you feel like you hold some type of value, then I think that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah. Truth.
Okay.
Hendrix, please get away from the tripod. Come on. Come sit.
Ooh, okay. Do you feel like you were sheltered too much as a kid?
Oof. Yes and no. Only because I feel like I'm going to be singing a different tune when I'm a parent.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for me to say that there were things that I didn't experience or I felt like I was sheltered in a way. But I also feel like me and CJ were just having the conversation the other day that he said that I didn't really get cool until I was like in high school. Because he was like, basically saying I was kind of lame up until then, but I really, no, deadass. I'm really glad you didn't know me back then. I was lame as fuck. But like,
that's wild.
I do think it had a lot to do with, no offense to people that I went to middle school with and stuff like that, but I think it had a lot to do with my environment and like what I was around during that time. And I understand I'm only in middle school and stuff like that, so there's only so much exposure to things, but especially like just pop culture things and like the type of culture and stuff that I was around during that time. Like, no offense, I love you Texas people, but like I was in Texas during that time. Like, it's just a whole different ball game in terms of types of people I'm around in my environment. So
bunch of cowboys and cowgirls.
All right, don't start offending my Texas listeners because we have a few.
Rodeos.
Don't start doing them like that. But once I moved to South Carolina and kind of just got like accumulated with, I guess we'll say, cooler people. My personality, my spunk, like things kind of changed. I grew up, I matured, and like I was just exposed to more things. But as far as like, because I know what you're getting at here, just like in terms of like what I was exposed to like by my parents and stuff like that, because that essentially is where it does come from too. Like, how much are your parents letting you like go out and like be on your own and like do things like that. I think it's different when you're a girl. The type of safety and security you want to have on a girl over a young man and letting your young man child go out into the world and like be on his own and be out late or have a certain curfew and stuff like that. I didn't really get to go out and like have a late curfew and things like that until literally like maybe my last semester of senior year or like even going into college. And I think a lot of it had to do with just them wanting to have control over my safety and my situation and where I was at and what I was doing. And so did I feel like I was sheltered or like sheltered too much? Like I said, yes and no, because I feel like it would be different if I was like CJ or Chris. Like, I was me and I was a girl and, you know, I'm dating in high school. Like, there's a certain sort of like safety and control that you want to have over your only girl.
Right.
But I feel like by default that did shelter me a little bit. And what is he doing?
He has his head like just resting on the bottom stair.
He's being a lot, y'all. This is why we don't have him out when we podcast, because he's such a distraction. Like, it's so easy just for our eyes to go on what he's doing because he's like moving around and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Yes and no. I understand, because like I said, I think I would be singing a different tune.
Yeah.
If I were to be a mom of a little girl, like I would have that type of like wanting to keep her safe and stuff like that. But you got to let your kids fly a little bit and fall on their face. My dad used to say that all the time. Like, just sometimes he would let us just fall flat on our face because like we have to learn. So yeah, yes and no. I could see both sides. So
I think me and your dad pretty much have like the same view on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, of course, like you want to help and you want to prevent certain things from happening, which you can as a parent or whatever, but it's also okay to kind of just like let it be what it's going to be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. It's hard with this day and age with like technology and sex trafficking and things like that. Like, it's, especially with a girl, like I keep saying it, like I just feel like we're going to have a whole different outlook once we actually have a kid of our own, especially if she's a girl, and there's a type of level of safety that we're going to want to have with her and not exposing her to certain things for her own safety and stuff
because
like that.
I mean, at the same time, we'll pretty much be raising a kid for a different world than what we came up in.
Yeah, scary.
It won't even be the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, it probably are gonna have to be a little stricter,
extra cautious. Yeah, just careful with her going places alone, and does she have a buddy and all that type of stuff. Yeah, it's a different time nowadays.
But we gonna have boys though, so I ain't tripping.
Okay, anyways.
Okay. Have you thought about your lance yet?
No,
Going back to it.
Okay.
What are some things, if any, you think you could improve in as a partner?
I think
as a partner,
I could probably be, I don't know how to say it, not less hands-on, but like, I feel like if there's a certain thing that I want us to do, I'm very like hell-bent on it. And if you give ideas, I don't want to go with them sometimes. And like I very much like things a certain way.
Yeah.
And if I want it a certain way, I'm very much going to make it known that that's the way it's going to go type thing. So that in terms of just letting, because I think a lot of, we've talked about this on an episode, like me being overbearing like that sometimes doesn't allow you to lead in certain situations, because it's almost like I'm trying to lead.
Yeah.
And it's not giving you space to like come through and like lead us and do that. So I think I could definitely improve there with like trusting you and your ideas, and not being so like, well, no, because I want to do it like this and blah, blah, blah. Like, it doesn't always have to be my way and my way of doing things. I think another one I could improve in is being more, I guess, like open when things are bothering me. We talked about this on the anxiety episode, that like sometimes if I'm like, you know, worked up or whatever, I just like either won't say what's wrong or like won't specify what's going on with me, but like it might be helpful to you if I am more open about things that are bothering me. It might not even lead up to an anxiety attack if I was more vocal about what got me there in the first place. So yeah, I guess just more open and honest, open and wholesome about when I'm like worked up about things, and not just like in life. I'm saying like if there's something between me and you that's like working me up, just being more open when something either rubs me the wrong way and not letting things build up. Those are the two main ones I can think of right now. And probably just because this helps with communication so much, and we've also talked about this, just not being so offended when you have like, what is the word? Constructive criticism towards me. We talked about this on the episode with Charlie on the Right State of Mind pod. If you haven't gone to listen to it, go listen to it. But I was just saying, like, something to remember when you're in conflict and stuff with your partner is that, like, not everything is a personal attack. Like, don't think that your partner's out to attack you because you're literally playing for the same team. Like, you're on the same team. So taking my advice there and being like, when you have constructive things for me, it's not always, it's not because you're trying to hurt me. You're trying to help, like, and make the situation better. So yeah, just being more open to constructive criticism to like move us forward. Yeah. Okay. That was really hard for me to.
That was a good question, wasn't it?
Speak on those things.
Okay.
How are we doing on time? I don't have my glasses.
36.
Okay, we're doing good.
Okay. Last question.
Oh, we're already done.
Well, I'm at the last one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Not living here, like in this house.
Okay.
I didn't mean for that to get morbid.
Hey, bro, we finna dip out on Charlotte for real?
No. Yeah, not living in this house. Living in our first like family home. Mm-hmm. Definitely with a family by then. Truthfully, either heading out of my corporate job. We were just talking about this in the car earlier, how it was like, I just feel like I don't have the personality to stick at a corporate job forever. And I know everybody in our day and age says that nobody wants to work a 9 to 5 anymore, and everybody wants to be self-employed and work for themselves because they don't want to work for a boss and blah, blah, blah. Like, but I really...
It's deeper than that.
It is. And I do feel like I just have more to offer than just being trained at a mortgage job and just doing what they tell me to do. Will I perform? Yes, because we have bills to pay. But in terms of like, do I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose there or anything? No. We were listening to a church sermon and she was saying, what was she saying to bring? It wasn't your gift. It was something that she was saying to like bring, but I guess we could call it your gift for now. Like, find what your gift is and like.
Oh, you're much.
Thank you. Oh, that was going to bother me.
Yeah.
Finding your much, that really spoke to me and resonated with me because I was like.
She was talking about, for context, she was speaking about too much is given. How's it go? Too much is given. Too much is given.
Oh, I know y'all are like saying it right now.
Too much is given. Something
to receive. About. Basically, just saying like the more you're given, like your responsibilities are, like there's more expected of you.
Yeah.
Basically, and she was just basically saying that there's like a need for you everywhere. So like, or not everywhere, but like there is a need for you somewhere in this world, and like find that basically, like really find that, hone in on it, drive it, and thrive. And like, I was just thinking about it and I was like, I don't think I've found that yet for myself. I don't know what that is. So I feel like I'm in this season of like trying to try different things, which she said to do, until you find it, basically. Like, try different things to find what sticks, and then find that much and like go with it. But yeah, that
too much is given, much is required.
There you go. So yeah, and don't get me wrong, like I understand, like the more you take on, the more that is expected out of you, and more is required from you. But like, I feel like when you're really working in your purpose, it doesn't feel like work, or that you have so much heavy weighted responsibility on you, because you're fulfilling your purpose, and you're operating like in your much, basically. So I don't know, that really resonated with me. So when you ask like, where are you going to be in 5 years? Like, I really think about like, by then I really would hope that I find it. Sorry, it makes me emotional because I don't know.
Yeah.
But that, hopefully still doing this podcast.
Yeah.
You tell me.
With the Aldi sponsor?
With the Aldi sponsor and more
that.
sponsors. But yeah, I'm done because I don't want to cry anymore. But yeah, this concludes the interview. Did not expect to cry.
Oh, man. Why I do that?
You suck. All right.
That was deep. That was deep.
Okay. That's enough.
Okay.
Close it out.
All right, y'all. We're about to get into the hookup.
Wait.
What?
Is it me?
Yes.
Oh, hell. All right. I'll see y'all in the hookup.
Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I got the hookup.
All right, y'all. So it is me hooking y'all up tonight. Had to gather myself.
Had to get it together.
Oh, embarrassing. Okay, so today's hookup is actually a snack. How ironic, because we didn't have a snack today. But I tried these new, well, I don't really know how new they are, but they're new to me because my coworker put me on. They're called Hippeas, Hippeas. Maybe y'all have had these, but they're basically like chickpea puffs, like little chickpea, like Cheeto puffs, I guess y'all could describe it as. But they're really good. They're plant-based, vegan. They have like plant-based protein. They're gluten-free, like all the healthy things.
Hashtag health.
Hashtag health. One little bag is a serving size. It's only 100 calories. They're really like nice and crunchy and tasty. They come in different flavors. So the bestseller pack apparently is the little value or the variety pack, which is Bohemian barbecue, sriracha, nacho cheese, and
Bohemian barbecue.
And vegan white cheddar. That's the one I tried, and that one is like fire flames. Like, you know, the really good
Fire flames.
Yes.
Yo.
You know the really good the white cheddar popcorn that comes in the black bag. You know exactly what popcorn I'm talking about.
The only
That's like
only cheddar
worth
cheese popcorn
mentioning.
yeah.
Yeah. So it tastes just like that, but in Cheeto puff form and like a little crunchy. It's so good.
I'm a little intrigued now.
It's so good. You can get them really anywhere, actually. You can get them from like Walmart, Harris Teeter, Costco. You can order them on Amazon because I definitely was about to order a box.
Oh, yeah.
So, get your Hippeas. Again, it's Hippeas if you want a little, you know, plant-based, gluten-free snack with a little crunch and a little taste. Yeah, our vegan friends, if you're looking for like a little Cheeto puff alternative, this is a great one. So, yep, check them out. Let's go ahead and close it down. All right, y'all boys. Like all good things. Oh.
The pod must come to an end.
The pod must come to an end. Thank y'all so much. So much.
Thank you so much.
Get me off this podcast right now. Thank y'all for joining
Sound
us.
like a Swiss nanny.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So much. Oh, God.
Danish freak.
Oh, my God. We're going to be reported. Oh, my God. Okay. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight, for witnessing very vulnerable moments between us, especially me. Did not expect to cry, but here we are. Good job, babe, for your good questions. Ding. So I think from this point on, if we do interviews, we'll do them more like on the dinner chat side. So more like extra content. So we won't take a whole podcast episode to do these.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to bring y'all a little something different. Just to
we had to even out the playing field. I had mine, so it was only right that you did hers.
To do mine, yeah. So, alrighty, y'all. If y'all, liked any of the questions, had comments on anything, leave us a comment. Drop a comment in the comment section below.
Like, subscribe.
Give us a thumbs up on the video. Yes, make sure you are subscribed. If you are an audio listener, make sure you give us a plus.
Turn notifications on.
Turn the notifications
because,
on.
Because, bro, what I figured out is if we don't make a post that the video dropped, y'all really won't go and watch it. We have to literally post it and be like, hey, go watch this. Like, that's kind of crazy. Especially if y'all know we are in season, 3? And we've been dropping episodes on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I'm just saying. You know what to expect.
He's just saying.
I'm just saying for the loyal listeners who've been here. I mean, come on. It's like showing up to class without the textbook. Like,
oh my God.
What are we doing?
Make sure you are subscribed and turning on the notifications so you know when everything comes out. All that good stuff. I was going to say something and I forgot.
Yeah, let's go ahead and close this down.
Went on a whole tangent. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. As always, we love y'all and we will see y'all next Wednesday.